However, if you're like me, this kind of looks a little ugly. It's kind of hard to tell how many lines we're going over. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a function with this. So we're going to so what a function is, so like this set motor speed here, that is actually a function. If we go back in the background here, right here is actually what happens when you call it. When you type set motor speed, there's actually all this stuff in the background that happens, which we don't have to get into, don't worry about it. But we are going to create our own. So we're going to create one that will actually that'll actually just move forward one line. So what we do, so we'll put it up here at the beginning, and we'll type void. This is just tells us it doesn't return any information. So like the get color grayscale, this one returns like a value, whereas the set motor speed, it doesn't return anything, which is for kind of line we don't need to. So do that, and then let's give it a name. So let's go move one line is what we'll call it. Oops, if I get the L in. So move one line. And then we need to open and close parenthesis. If there are any values we need to give it, we do that in here, but we'll get to that later once we get to some more fancy ones. And then we need a open bracket and a close bracket. So how this works is whatever we put in here will be run whenever we call move one line. So if we take all of this right here that we had and put it in here, now we have our code for moving forward one line. So we can go ahead and toss in set motor speed, do all that, and then we'll stop it. So we'll set the speeds to 0. So now inside of our move one line function here, it moves forward, waits until it sees the black line, then waits until it sees the white, and then stops. So it does the exact same thing. But now down here in task main, we can just type move one line, just like that. Unless they want to do it 3 times again. So we go move one line, move one line, move one line. So now for each of these, what the computer sees is all of this right here getting put in there 3 times, back to back to back. But what we see, if we just look at task main down here, is we are moving forward one line. Move forward another line, move forward another line. So now if we download this to our robot, cancel there. Let's try it out and see if it still works just as well. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. And you'll probably agree with me, this right here is a little bit prettier than having 3 of these in here. So now, from this lesson, you have learned how to use the color sensor and how to create a basic function. And functions are quite useful, and they can make your code a lot easier to understand. Because versus having all of this, you just know, move forward one line. So, congratulations, you're well on your way to learning programming.